right, we're back. Circling Back podcast coming to you live from the lodge. My name's Will DeFries. To my right, David Ruff.
For as crowded as this office is today, I feel like things are going well. We've got a full house in here. I've got Randy. We've got KJ out there doing a business call, and Parks is in school.
There's a lot happening.
He's doing virtual learning.
Yeah. I can tell you that Parks' dad is very ready for in-person school to begin because these mornings are stressful for your boy.
I feel like many.
Okay, we got two sides of the table here.
I feel like many parents are sharing those sentiments.
Right. Yeah. I shouldn't complain because given our work atmosphere and what we do, it's not as bad as it could be. So I'm thankful for that, but it's still not fun. You know what I mean? You know what I mean, Will?
I know what you mean, Dylan.
But I feel like it's going, like, as far as today, though.
No,
just
today's going very well.
I thought when I walked in with Randy and realized that Parks is going to be doing classes over there, I was like, oh, this is a problem. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
But then, Randy, he went over, said hi.
Sat on the couch with them for a minute.
Sat on the couch.
They talked about life.
Parks said, his name's Randy. He goes, isn't your friend in there named Randy too? Talking about, of course, our employee, Randy. Trembaki. Yes. Trembaki? Whatever.
Like backer, but backy.
I feel like you're handling it well, though. Like,
well, thanks.
For as frustrating as it could be to try to handle that, I feel like you're doing a good job.
I appreciate it. There's just a lot of moving parts. Getting him ready for school, getting him up here, make sure he's got his backpack full of crap. He's got so much stuff in there. Mm-hmm. A couple of iPads, books,
Does
whiteboard.
he pack a lunch, or do you pack a lunch for him?
I just take care of him more.
What, you open up that lunchbox and it's just filled with glizzies?
It's just a glizzy fest in there.
You should just fill it with meat and bean nachos or Texas goulash.
That sounds messy for a 5-year-old.
Two best items you can get at the cafeteria.
Have you registered your son for pre-K yet, Dave?
No, that's not going to happen for many years.
Okay, just wondering. If you were ahead of the curve.
I mean, we should. I think the way those things go, right? Don't you have to apply now?
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, really look forward to that.
Just saving for college.
Yeah, no, there is some kind of account thing people open for college.
The old 529.
I don't think they're even going to have college in 18 years.
I'm not saving for my kids' college fund. College is going to be totally different at that point.
College is like electrician.
Come on. Yeah.
It really is.
Save for college.
It
dude.
really is.
No, I'm just gonna make him figure it out yourself.
Like
dude.
Parks is gonna go, but it is a ripoff.
You got to uphold your legacy.
I don't think I have much of a legacy at college.
Isn't that how you got into KA in the first place?
Yeah, people don't know that, but that's how Dylan got a bid.
I heard you wouldn't have gotten a bid otherwise.
Oh, come on, man.
That's what I heard.
Dude, get out of here. I was a first rounder. Everybody knows that.
Once the Glizzadente walked in, they were like, "Oh shit, that's Dylan Shivery."
No one called me that.
I think they did. Glizzies were a thing in the late 80s, right?
We had glizzies over the weekend, or at least I did. Me and Klein. Did you glizz up?
I didn't, unfortunately.
Dave, did you glizz?
Friday?
Yeah. I
no.
glizzed.
No, I did not.
There's thick boys out
Maybe
there.
I should have, though. It did look appetizing.
There's thick boys.
The way you just ate it with no hands.
Well, I used hands.
Didn't you put it in the cup holder of the golf cart and just lean over?
No, that didn't happen.
It's all right. They disinfect those now.
But hey, for real, congratulations, Dave.
We're getting to that. Read the rundown one time.
On the rundown.
God damn, dude. Read the
Sorry.
God.
Sorry.
Now, we're the jerks for not saying it.
Yeah. Dude, read the room,
Let me be the first.
You were the first.
Yeah, was he the first person to reach out to you?
No. Well, last night I played Warzone with the aforementioned Randy. And Randy, first thing when I get in there, he's like, Dave, just want to say congratulations. I'm like, Randy, you knew about this 2 months ago.
Yeah, Randy, come on.
You don't have to double down on your congratulations.
All right, we're jumping the gun here. Before we get too deep into things, let's talk about our good friends over at Postmates real quick, because if you're anything like me, you've probably started to think about what to eat for dinner while you're eating lunch. I love food. Everyone knows that. Big food fan over here.
Oh, yeah.
I don't care if it's a glizzy or a vizzy. I just like ingesting things. That's why I love using Postmates. But I kind of love them even more right now because I can get food delivered without leaving my house or my apartment or even opening the door. Given what's going on in the world, they created non-contact deliveries. The thing about non-contact deliveries is that they're deliveries without contact.
Right. That's what they say.
You guys aware of that?
Uh-huh.
Pretty interesting. So when you order from local restaurants, everything gets left outside of your door. It's wonderful. I didn't use Postmates yesterday. I wish I would have, but I just had a bunch of food I had to eat. I did see numerous neighbors with things just left outside of the door, and I was like, man, this looks nice right now. I feel it. They also have Postmates pickup. You guys know about this?
Tell me about it.
I've heard about it.
It's where you order takeout from your favorite local restaurants, because you do that, and you just go pick it up. It's easy. It's just easy. It's a great way to support your community, and Postmates doesn't just deliver burgers and sushi. They actually make life easier by picking up everything you need from Walgreens to 7-Eleven, and they drop it all off right outside your door, like we said. Just download the Postmates app on iOS or Android. Find your favorites and get anything you want delivered within the hour. For a limited time, Postmates is giving our listeners $100 of free delivery credit for your first 7 days. To start your free deliveries, download the app and use code CIRCLING. It's code CIRCLING for $100 of free delivery credit for your first 7 days when you download the Postmates app. Anything you need, anytime you need it, just Postmate it.
I find myself using it more and more with our live streams back-to-back nights and with Alyssa working like a full day now. So I get home and it's like got a little hour window and I'm like, let's just Postmate something. So they're coming through in the clutch.
Yeah, a lot of the things we do are at inconvenient hours, like dinner time.
You know, I eat dinner at like 5. So
Oh, yeah. Well, not me. I eat it at regular people time, so. Postmates comes in clutch
What's
for me.
your ideal dinner time?
7 o'clock.
Okay.
Pretty standard.
Me too.
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah.
Let's recap this weekend in fun. Dylan, what'd you get into?
Man, I had myself a big-time weekend. Friday was kind of the day, actually. We played golf.
Friday was low-key the day.
We played golf. We played at Kaiser. Me, Dave, Will, Klein, intern Klein. I didn't play awesome, but I had a nice stretch of holes there. A nice stretch. I'm very happy with it.
Oh, dude, you got smoked in that bunker.
I got smoked in the bunker.
That was a really unfortunate break.
Yeah, that bunker sucked, and
no one's raking their bunkers.
No one's
even
raking.
though the rakes are out.
Not just that. It looked like it had just poured rain, and then it dried up because it had like the craters in it. You know, like the general. It was just.
I felt bad because I
crap.
feel like you had like a string of like 6 pars in a row going into that hole.
I was 1 under on the back 9 going into that hole, which is like 4 or 5 holes, something like that. I'm like, no, you know.
That was the hole that we had previously been like, someone's dunking one. Someone's getting an ace on this hole. We said that earlier in the round. We got there, and I think everybody was like 20 yards short of the green.
The wind was about 50
put
miles.
some respect on my
50
name.
miles per
I
hour
was
in our
putting.
face.
I was putting.
Did you putt?
Mm-hmm.
Is that the hole
I
that's
don't
already like
remember.
108 yards to begin
Yeah.
with? And
Yeah, your boy pulled 9-iron, swung hard, and it still didn't make it to the pin.
Very windy.
Klein was sending me Snapchats like kind of updating the round. I couldn't hear people talking because it was just that
Yeah.
wind over
Those
microphone.
are the worst
noise.
kind of Snapchats.
And he and then someone of you doing that for about a good 30 seconds, and I just couldn't hear anything, so I didn't respond.
I've never played in a non-competitive round, meaning like tournament. And I'm thinking back to high school where someone I'm playing with his back got over the ball, wind's been, blowing 20 miles an hour, nothing absurd, and backed off their ball. Then addressed it again and then backed off and waited like a minute.
Klein.
Klein.
Dude, I
Double-
respected that though. He was getting killed.
Pace of
The
play.
wind got so much. Oh, there was no pace of play.
We were on the clock.
Friday. We had a bachelor party in front of us who was just taking.
They were really
forever.
good, though.
God,
But I got a glizzy at the turn
you did get a glizzy at the turn.
and a beer.
Draft or
Draft. Crawford Bach.
Which that pairs really well with a golf cart, let me tell you.
Yeah, for some reason I've always gotten draft beer there, and
They need to give you a lid. Just
Yeah.
splash factor.
no.
It's all right.
See, I get it from the clubhouse there, the draft beer, because I like that they do draft beers.
But it also
on the
makes you
course.
just like drink it fast.
Yeah, and then I just drink half of it before we even get off the
Yeah.
10T.
Dylan nursed his. Nick Nurse over here.
And then we went to Matt's El Rancho, my first time since February, and boy, did I need it. I got kind of ripped. I had not one but 2 knockout martinis, just right out of the shaker. You know how I do it, Brett.
That'll do it.
And they sneaky got me pretty good.
Dang.
Um,
I was jealous. I'll
and then
put it out there.
Klein stayed with me. We had a little slumber party. It was
Aw.
fun. It was a fun night, man.
Okay.
Big time.
You guys sleeping that king together or what?
No, I have a guest bedroom that he used. Shout out to the lovely Will mommy who said hello to us, waiting to get into Matt's.
Major shouts.
Forgot her name. Y'all remember? Katie, maybe?
Not
Oh.
sure. I remember registering the name and being like, all right, that's an easy name.
I think it's Katie.
I gave her the name as she left. Like,
was
bye,
like
blah,
Mar-
blah, blah.
If we got it
Yeah, like
wrong,
Marie.
I'm sorry.
Hard
Marie
to
or
say.
Katie, same thing, really.
Were y'all like fuzzy going into Mets? Were you a
No.
little lit
No.
up at the front of the
No.
course?
No,
Oh,
too
okay.
sober, honestly.
Yeah,
Oh.
like so sober that I was angry about it.
Oh,
Yeah,
We did
one of
wait
those.
for a substantial amount of time on the Ivy wall. Probably like an
yeah,
hour
don't
and a
do
half.
it.
No,
Yeah.
it's really cool.
I thought you guys were gonna do beers in the park.
It doesn't really work like that.
Yeah.
I think you can, but like,
Well, I saw people doing it.
did we? Yeah, I guess we did.
We did.
Let's see, Saturday and Sunday. It was just a big sports weekend, honestly.
A lot of sprats.
Loved it. I didn't do anything really. Just hit the gym a little bit and watch hella sports. The sports were fantastic. Dave had himself a weekend, sports-wise, and when you get to the baby thing, I'm sure. But
Hey,
what a weekend for
look at the
Dave.
rundown, you freak.
Everything's
But I
coming
made
up.
that mistake too. Dylan.
Everything's coming
Hey.
up, Dave, right now.
I mean, I'm probably gonna have to pee in like 5 minutes, so that'll end that.
Okay.
Yeah, I had a similar weekend, I guess. I did put down 3 Lone Stars because that's all they had in the clubhouse at the on the back nine, and I never do that. I normally stop at 2, but I wasn't playing well, and decided to pound some beers. So I had a good time. That's El Rancho. Watch golf. More golf. I've never been that dialed into a Saturday golf round. Like I mean, I watched pretty much the opening of coverage through the end until Stanley Cup time, and then anniversary dinner time.
Sure.
Yeah.
What'd you go with?
Dinner
Yeah.
with the Jeffries. I went with the ribeye, but it was the bone-in ribeye, and let me tell you, it was probably the best ribeye I've ever had in my life.
Whoa, look at you.
And this is from a guy who said, and I've recently said some things about Jeffries. Not that it's not good, but I'm just like, man, other places have similar quality, but this was good. This delivered, and they were great. There's hardly anybody in there. Like our room, there was like 2 other tables. It was just a very tasteful spot.
You know, rumor has it that when W was governor of Texas and lived in Austin, he went to Jeffries so much and loved it so much that he took the head chef there with him to the White House. I don't know how true that is.
I like that move.
That is such a
I do.
power move.
It is.
Poaching's
really-
my favorite chef.
Did they smoke grass with Willie on the roof?
That I don't know.
I bet Willie
Yeah.
never visited the Bush White House.
You got to think.
I mean, I could see maybe.
You could
if he
I
got
could
like
see
a
it.
presidential freedom award. Damn, dude, that would really kind of fuck small business. Just steal their chef.
I'm doing a little research on it to confirm.
I would
It
love to
could
know
be-
that.
Could be false. I don't know, but we'll find out.
Were you
Smart.
able to keep tabs on the Stars game?
Yeah, so I didn't know what to do. So puck drop was at 6:30, so I saw the Stars score, and then was listening to it on Sirius XM on the way there. Heard the Tampa Bay tie it up. Is it not Sirius XM anymore? What is it?
No, you're right.
Is it?
Yeah.
It's weird that even exists, but it does. And then I was like, should I just go dark on it? And I've got it, recorded at home. And I was like, nah, that's just not gonna happen. So I wasn't watching it on my phone, but I was periodically taking peeks, just seeing,
Yeah.
getting
Okay.
updates from some group texts.
Okay.
So that was fun. I did go home and rewatch the entire second and third period.
Man, I love how much we're into hockey these days. But
It's
congrats
puck
to the
talk.
Stars
You
on
know,
on game 1.
we needed that one. That was the one. Like people were like, all right, you got to win that one because you got these guys coming off of overtime game. So feeling good.
Happy for
Stars in
bonus.
5. Thanks.
Happy for Rick Bonus. He's had a long run to get to where he's at. Like a lot of teams. But hey,
He's a lifer.
man. Well, anyway, we can wait. You want to go to your thing after my weekend? I'll just do it real quick.
We got to
and
hear
then-
Will's weekend too.
Oh yeah, sorry.
If you guys want to talk about it, go ahead. I just didn't want to jump in too soon before we had ads to do, and then we just had 3 ad reads in a row.
We don't
That was
wanna
the
do
concern. That was the concern there.
I'll just go real quick. I got my Texas driver's license. I'm officially a Texan. I live here now.
Congratulations.
Change your
Do you have the piece
domicile.
of paper?
I have the piece of paper. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did it
I'll
make
get-
you take the Constitution test?
No. Were they supposed to?
No.
Oh, okay.
Well, I could see us doing some shit like that.
Is that why
I
you
could
got a
see that
haircut
being
the
a
other day?
Texas
Because you knew
thing.
you were getting your new pick?
That's exactly why.
I was wondering.
No, I think I got that for something else. I don't know why.
Okay.
Seeing the lady.
Seen the lady. Yeah.
I'm kind
It
of
was-
bummed that you weren't blood red, sunburned in your driver's license photo.
Yeah, I wasn't. Any semblance of a tan I had, I've now lost. But anyway, we had a birthday party on Saturday. Had some tacos, little taco bar. situation. Had some cake, watched some football. It's nice to see college football back, kind of again in the mix. NFL Sunday, watched football all day and golf. And that's it. Just get mine out of the way.
Homemade
Big
tacos.
sports.
Homemade tacos, yeah. Ground turkey tacos, too.
Huh. Look at you.
Turkey.
Ground turkey and grilled chicken tacos. Real good. Shouts to Steve. Caroline's dad.
What's up, Steve?
What's up, Steve?
Steve's El Rancho.
Big time.
Steve's El Rancho. Steve went off, as he's known to do.
Stevie Casa.
Makes a really good cedar plank salmon.
That's always good to have in the bag.
Where does he get his cedar from? He's got a guy?
Probably
just
a tree.
grocery store.
Cedar tree?
He's got a cedar tree out back. He
Yeah.
just slowly chips away at it.
He's got a lathe.
A lathe?
Is that the thing that
I don't know what the
spins?
hell that is.
I don't know what it is either. I was kind of
Sounds
hoping
like
it would be the thing, and you guys were like, wow, I'm surprised you know what that is, but I truthfully have no idea what a lathe actually does.
He has
Should've
a
just gone
sickle.
with it.
A hammer and sickle?
Yeah, noted communist Steve.
Oh,
You said it. Sorry.
he's not. He's not.
Yeah, there's
Right.
there's a reason I got a C+ in shop class, because the lathe is definitely not what you would need for
Is it a
cedar
kitchen item?
plank. No, it's a woodworking item.
Okay.
I had the right genus. I just didn't have the right species.
Man, we never had shop class here growing up.
That's
Oh,
weird
It
to
was
me.
never offered to us.
We had it in middle school.
You know why?
In middle school, I was using saws and shit.
I know
That's
why.
tight.
Because y'all had people like yourself who were driving Corvettes to school.
We had home ec
No one
and
needs shop.
photography class, which I took both of them. I love both of them.
You
But we
took
did-
photography
I
class.
took photography. It was tight.
Really?
We
That's
got
a
to
little
develop.
surprising considering your prowess.
We developed film and everything. It was fun.
Is that why you were always asking to see photos that were taken of you, to see how they were like framed and stuff?
Yeah.
You just want to see like
Learned all about framing and negative
like
space and
The
Wow.
rule of thirds.
lighting.
Right?
Or like videos
Yeah.
taken of you at dinner.
I'm kidding. Ah, come on. Come on, man.
No, yeah, I didn't have that much different of a weekend. I mean, obviously we had to hit the course with the boys. I played the best golf I've played in a long time.
Yeah. You were striping.
Did you beat Klein?
No,
You got close.
he got me by one, unfortunately.
Klein always comes down here. He's like, dude, I shot like 72 like the last 12 times I've played. Just never breaks 80 at Kaiser though.
Yep.
Just doesn't fit his game.
Yeah, then after Matt's, I was pretty ripped because I didn't eat anything from before the round of golf until like 9:30 when we finally got sat down. And so I decided to, I got home and Sally was sleeping. And so I decided just to play Tony Hawk for like 3 hours.
Nice.
That was fun. Then, yeah, I tried to watch some sports this weekend. It just happened to be that literally everything went wrong for any team that I supported this weekend. So it was kind of pointless. Fruitless endeavor. Shout out to the Detroit Lions for being the Detroit Lions.
Packers are really good. I know you don't want to hear that. No one wants to hear that, but they are really good.
They have an offense.
Yes.
Turns out A-Rod still has a little bit of life left in that arm.
Check out Too Much Dip.
Yeah, I don't think Stafford's got much left anymore. I'm officially on the get Stafford out train.
Wow.
I want new blood everywhere.
Wow.
I want new ownership. I want the whole shebang. I'm done.
We should buy the Lions.
We're already buying that golf course in Michigan. I don't think we can afford both.
I
Could
still don't-
bundle it.
I still don't see a downside to buying the golf course in Michigan.
Let's just do it.
How much is it?
1.5. We
Dollars?
buy it. We go up. We just work from Michigan all summer, where we're running our golf course and recording podcasts from the clubhouse. Like, find a flaw in this plan.
I cannot.
I feel like none of us have experience in managing.
How hard
Golf
could it be,
course.
man? You just cut the grass. That's it. Water it.
We just hire the guy. We just hire a guy. We need a guy.
Dude, our course we should have like a new kind of course that has zero rough. It's just all fairway,
Besides Dave.
except for me.
That'd be tight.
What if we made it really easy on ourselves and we just made it all rough?
Oh, then
I played
there's
some
just no
courses like
maintenance.
that.
I feel like no one's gonna want to play that.
Think of the
Dude,
maintenance costs we'd save.
We
though.
could probably get a U.S. Open there.
We could get a lathe.
Maintaining a golf course is ridiculous. Think about all that goes into it.
A lot of water, I imagine,
A lot
right?
of water.
Dude, it rains all the time up in Michigan. We're fine. Just let me buy the golf course. I'll Venmo you guys,
For
and you
some-
guys can just like chip in.
For some reason, I think your stepdad would be good at like superintending a golf course. Having never met him, that's just coming from what I know about him.
Yeah, I mean he comes from the construction industry.
Okay.
He knows what he's and he's a rancher.
Checks a couple boxes
Yep.
there.
He knows a little bit about grass. Not that kind. As far as I know.
Maybe Tide wants a new side gig. He could be the bartender at the club, the 19th hole.
He's like the worst bartender in America, though.
He'd turn it into the 420th hole, and it'd be really inconvenient. It's hard to say.
He gives away like $500 in alcohol a night. It's ridiculous.
Who is this?
Tide?
Tide.
Oh, Tide, yeah.
I mean, it's hard to. You say giving away. Things are just free. You're not. It's not like you're just. I mean, yeah, technically you're
I
giving
still
away.
think the model there just doesn't work out in our favor. But
We don't have any models that come here.
that's true.
That'd be big for us if we did, though. But yeah, fucking terrible sports weekend. Happy for Bryson. He's the only person I was cheering for this weekend that actually did something.
My rooting interests changed. I found myself rooting for an unlikely golfer. I was pulling for Louis.
Ooh.
Louis, he's likable. I like him.
I don't. There's just something about him. I'm like, and he was in it as much as one can be with a machine like Bryson out there. But I was like, man, that would just be funny if Louis just came in and took this, and like these two guys are beating each other up, and Louis, they say he's like one of the more talented guys like out there, like has all the talent in the world, but just kind of like, yeah, it's a career. Doesn't really. He's won one major, almost won the Masters, got bubbled. Was he the one who got bubbled? Yeah, it was him.
He got that albatross at Augusta, though.
That was sick.
Too.
One of the sickest shots in golf.
Louis is the king of just like getting some secondary TV coverage on the final day of a Masters.
He's also the king of
just the
seconds.
best. Of what?
He's the king of seconds. He has the silver slam.
Yes, he does.
That's tough.
Yeah.
How tall is he?
He puts off 5'9" vibes.
I feel like he and I could be similar looking if we were just different heights.
He's
If
got that gap.
He needs to stretch out a little bit.
He has that friendly little tooth gap.
Yeah. They say he's 5'10", so he's 5'8". He just puts out shorter vibes on TV.
He's kind of stocky-ish.
Yeah. I like me some Louis. All right, should we get to the main event? I've got some. I wish I had some hype music. I didn't think about that, with like lasers and shit. No, unfortunately. Dave, do you want to reaffirm the announcement that was made on Instagram this weekend?
Randy didn't buy lasers for this freaking studio. Unbelievable. Yeah, so we are expecting our first child, and I don't think we got specific in February.
All right.
Correct.
Parks is a February kid.
Is he really?
Yeah.
Well, they're going to get along swimmingly.
Yeah. Dave, congratulations. Let me be the first to say congrats.
You guys have. Let me just pull back the curtain. Everyone in this room is congratulating me. So all these. This is not a new congratulations, but I accept your congratulations.
Big time news. Very happy for you and Alyssa.
Is it true that Dylan said, "Congratulations"?
He's doing posty.
He did. He FaceTimed me and sang that to me.
Let me just say that I'm very happy that someone else in the squad will be with child.
With baby.
With baby.
Yeah.
It's about time someone joins the club.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying?
Completely agree.
Yeah.
Yeah. We are very excited. There will not be a Patreon tier for naming rights. A couple people have asked. I think Randy and
But
J-Bone.
just theoretically.
Theoretically, I'd like to.
What's the price
What's
if there
the
was a
price?
Patreon tier for it?
Y'all tell me. I mean, this affects y'all too.
I was gonna say, keep in mind we're splitting that.
Yeah.
We're splitting
Yeah,
that.
that's probably ours. You don't have to say the name, but do you have a name picked out or like a list?
No, we don't have one picked out. We've got a list.
Okay.
Let me tell you, many of the names I've thrown out have been
Rejected. Have been blacklisted.
Marv Albert, yelling rejected, Western Conference Finals.
It's Hakeem Olajuwon.
Ooh,
Yes,
Marv would
Dikembe.
be good. Marv
Are you
Ruff.
calling him Hakeem? Are you doing it Hakeem?
Shit.
No.
Mutombo, not
Hakeem Ruff would go. Hey, I'd like to formally apologize, Dave, for spelling Luca's name wrong in my comment. After I realized that I spelled it wrong in my comment on your Instagram, it already had too many likes for me to just be like, all right, I got to
How'd you spell it?
that.
L-U-C-A?
Could
With a
edit,
C,
right?
I
Oh, not a comment. Never mind.
feel like the C is the more common name, but
I
he's
think-
already got two C's in his last name, so he probably went with the K.
I think the C is the Italian version of the name,
Va bene.
and I think the K is Slovenian. You know, Slovenians be like that sometimes.
Man, you did, not that it was a surprise, but you did numbers on this.
Yeah, I really appreciate everybody doing that. Like, there's too many comments to reply to, so just here's a blanket thank you all.
Almost 500
Really appreciate it.
comments.
Yeah,
Sheesh.
yeah, a lot of engagement on that post. You should put that in the pitch deck.
Well,
We need to have kids more often.
I was kind of, if you were a February due date, I was kind of doing the math in my head, and that's right when Frank Thomas came in to present Nugenics to the studio.
Oh,
I was wondering if there's anything to do with that.
Oh, you're asking if I
Took advantage of his presentation.
It's not a coincidence that I have a child on the way, and I have what it can only be called as a respectable mustache.
And
Months after Frank Thomas made an appearance in this studio to sell Nugenics, gave us a PowerPoint,
Yes, he did.
lifted weights with us.
He had a bat on his shoulder the whole time, too.
weird.
It was impressive.
It was weird.
Alyssa did numbers too.
She did.
Babies do numbers.
Yeah. To be expected.
Shout out to Barrett Dudley, Club Cool Zone for the photo cred.
You didn't call Dylan the photographer?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's actually
he
a
took a
great
photography
point.
class at
Man,
In high school.
why didn't I buy a cell phone from you too in like 2001? People still don't know that Dylan worked at Singular for a time.
I did. I did.
Don't know how that's never come up.
I love the idea of Dylan just having a bunch of photography equipment like that he's just toying around with all the time. You're a big 35 millimeter guy.
We used SLR cameras, like the old fashioned, like, you know. I liked that class so much I actually bought, like, I asked for one for Christmas, and I had an SLR, an old school one, like a
That's tight. Little
Yeah.
Kodak.
What?
like a Nikon or something, and yeah, I used it a bunch. It was fun, man.
If you still had that in like good condition, it would
What's
be
going
worth
on?
This is
a
not
really
cool.
good amount.
Are you? Is this a bit that's like
No,
that's
I was-
so accurate that it's not totally landing? Because
I
I'm
was, like,
confused.
17 or 18 at the time.
Dude,
high
hipster
school.
Dylan.
It was fun, man.
Do you have like horn rim glasses and shit?
For a minute, I was like, maybe I should like make a career out of photography. I didn't really, obviously, I didn't have a lot of skill, but I had
Well,
fun
it didn't
doing
stop
it.
you with podcasting.
That's fair. The dark room was fun. I mean, you go in there and you develop
Oh.
film, and it was
Okay.
tight, man. See it come to life.
You ever bring any honeys in that dark room?
Oh boy, did I! No, not one.
We had a dark room, and like we did not have a photography class, but we had a dark room for some reason. I just always assumed that if you opened up the door, there'd be people hooking up in
Just
it.
people making out.
Yeah,
I never caught
Did
anybody.
you ever
making out
most in the dark room? Be honest.
I didn't hook up on the dark room. No, I was in there to develop film. Okay, you perverts.
All right.
Where'd you hook up at school then?
I didn't hook up at school.
No.
No.
Auxiliary gym. Behind the teaching auditorium.
No one
had
calls it the auxiliary gym.
We
We
had
had to. We had so many gyms.
No one's calling it.
We,
the
we had a
Ox
big gym and a small
God, it
gym.
must be nice to be Brett. Do you guys know that they also laundered their gym clothes at Brett's high school?
That's
Yeah, they did.
unbelievable.
Mm-hmm.
That's ridiculous.
Public school?
Yeah.
That's a lot. You talking about water? You need a lot of water to launder.
And uniforms, like jerseys and stuff for football. It was fun.
I can't imagine taking my soccer jersey out and not having it smell like the game before.
Oh,
Boy, that every now and then I'll catch a whiff of something that smells like the 8th grade football locker room, and I'm just like, oh, it's like just a mix of grass and young man bo.
sweaty jockstrap.
Just except for y'all didn't wear them, right? You guys were no cup.
I didn't. I hated it.
Yeah.
Impedes on the progress.
Can I ask some very generic baby questions for you that people out there might be wondering if they're not followers on Instagram or
I'd
things
love
like
to
that?
give you some bad information, so yes.
Well, the first, this is a very easy question. This is a lob to you. Did you announce the gender of this child?
I think I did. Yeah, I think
It's
didn't
a
I
baby
say?
brother, right?
It's a
Or
lad.
Alyssa-
A little
Yeah.
fella.
Okay. Just
a
wanted to
lad.
make it clear out
Yeah,
there for
yeah,
everybody.
yeah.
that-
I saw some people. Yeah, for sure.
Are you aware that your baby will now go up against Lily and Drew's baby in all things rivalry related, like golf,
I guess they will be.
soccer, basketball? Is that going to frustrate you?
Charades.
Charades, even. Yeah, that's the one.
Oh, no.
Man, I didn't think about that. I still never played golf with Drew, so I only know Drew's legend.
How
on
have
the
you
golf
gone this
course.
long without playing golf?
I
with
don't
Drew?
know. It's because he doesn't call me.
He doesn't
Doesn't
call
text
me
me.
either. He doesn't call. I'll check his location sometimes on Find Friends, and he's just always at a golf course without texting me first.
He's just out there name dropping on his Instagram
It's
stories.
ridiculous.
No, that'll be fun. I mean, hopefully we're in Austin still at that point, and we can go through this journey together.
Oh, nice.
Is your son going to be playing organized football?
I don't know if there's gonna be organized football in the way we know it in 10 years.
It's still going.
Might be
man.
7-on-7 only, but probably not. I mean, I would love for him to. What's the thing I did? I think that the way that a lot of parents do is like soccer is the first one, just because it's
Hey,
footy.
Because
It's the world sport.
You just know how to run to play. That's why.
You just have to run, and pretty much the most mobbing you'll ever do is a 5-year-old soccer game. Everybody's just running around the ball. But he'll play whatever he wants, you know?
I am on the hook for rollerblades at this point.
So I do want him to get into hockey. I would love that. I know they don't have programs down here. They don't have teams. The high
That's
schools.
insane. Oh, high school. Okay.
In Dallas, Fort Worth, they do.
No shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's high school teams. Duncanville had got an ice team my senior year. They had a
kinda
Dallas
cool.
Star
That's awesome.
Center in Duncanville. It's not that anymore. Now it's like a Bob Knight's field house, which is just a big basketball gym. But
Any chairs in there?
no, they've all been tossed to the side. But yeah, I'd love for him to play hockey.
Yes.
As you know, I'm back in on it, and like I genuinely want to buy rollerblades.
I'll go like tomorrow. To
You're
buy
gonna
one.
hurt yourself, dude.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Oh, wait.
You saw me on the course on Friday, and I was bitching about my hip flexor. Like, can you imagine what I'm going to do after some
Yeah, like
pickup
every
hockey?
tee box, Dave's like on the ground, like stretching shit out.
I really was. I was doing. Klein was showing me this yoga pose or something. Then it whatever. The beers helped it. Yeah, I haven't even thought about that, but whatever he wants to play. I'm gonna be the guy who has like the little baby. What is it called? The baby carrier.
Stroller?
Yeah, the stroller behind me as I'm hitting balls into the net, just so like when he's a kid, he can just get that image.
I thought you were gonna say like the Bjorn thing that you like wear them against your chest or your back or whatever.
Just help me keep my arms locked
Yeah.
in on the swing. Maybe I'll do that too.
Yeah.
Have you started putting Raycons in Alyssa's belly button so that your baby can hear circling back?
He's listening to some circling back. I mean, a lot of internet party. Gonna be a very well-rounded kid.
We used to do that with Parks. Actually, we would put like headphones up to her stomach and play like different songs or whatever, and then we read that it's really not good for the child.
Oh,
I mean, if it's too loud, if it's very soft, it's probably okay. But
Dallas is probably just tired of you playing Post Malone on her stomach all the time.
he was in there just headbanging.
Dude, stop.
Posty.
Man. I'm psyched for you. That's awesome.
Thank you.
Mid-February?
No, early maybe.
So no possibility of a leap baby.
No, I didn't even think about that. I still don't completely understand the concept, but
It's not a leap. It won't be the leap year, so it won't matter.
Yeah, she'd have to be pregnant for like three more years or something.
Yeah, it probably won't
that would be a
happen.
record of some sort.
Yeah.
Hey, speaking of, shout out to old PGP writer Taylor Stovall. She actually just gave birth to a baby girl
yeah?
over the weekend. Yeah,
Very cool.
very cool.
Very cool. Good
Very
for her.
cool.
Very cool.
Congrats.
Dude, so many kids.
So you put our Breck round 2 trip is in jeopardy. Serious jeopardy at this point.
I don't see us
Flying
traveling
and
in
skiing.
right.
Yeah.
When did we go? January. Yeah, I
Like-
feel like that's a little close.
I'm taking Parks I'm taking him skiing this year, or
Hell
next,
yeah.
maybe January.
Okay.
So more.
That's
on that
something I
later.
would like for my son to be good at, or at least to have experience with. Because I didn't ski until you guys know until like last year.
I'm gonna book him one day of ski school and just see how he feels about it. He's gonna be very hesitant, I know, but he might love it, and I'm hoping he does because his dad likes to ski.
Well, I remember in college when you used to go to ski school
Dave,
before the bars.
I never did cocaine, dude.
Talking about water skiing down at the water place in New Braunfels.
Texas Ski Ranch.
Texas Ski Ranch, yeah.
Yeah. No.
Do you need someone with expertise in training young children how to ski?
Well, his dad is a very, very capable skier already.
I don't know.
Okay, just seeing.
I could see Will being a better ski teacher.
He actually did used to teach. So.
I know.
That's literally why I just asked
Yeah.
that. Yeah, I used to teach kids how to ski
Yeah.
all day, every day.
Sure. You want to come with?
Oh, yeah, twist my arm. I guess I'll go on a fucking ski vacation with you, Dylan. Yes, I would like to go with.
I mean, the homie's coming, so if y'all don't mind dealing with a 5, yeah, he'll be 5 still at the time. So
Well, I'm gonna have to sit this one out.
whatever, dude.
That's fine.
But he wants
Oh
you to go anyway.
no.
Oh no, Dave's
Oh,
not
man.
coming.
Dang it. The Blue
Dang
Moose,
it.
man. I'll miss you.
God.
Or the Stag.
Blue Stag.
Yeah.
Everything was called Blue something. There.
Everything
we
was-
went
they
to
didn't care.
Blue in one day.
Yeah, I was like, what? Why is
Blue
everything
Blue River, Blue Stag.
Fucking Leanne Rhymes in here.
Blue Moose was the breakfast place.
Was the color of her eyes?
Yeah, I didn't think we were gonna do that today.
Yeah, Blue Dabba Dee Dabba Die.
Oh, that's a good one.
The Blue Man Group just posted up at Breckenridge,
Yeah.
just banging on trash cans, doing flips and shit.
they're back.
Shooting
It's hard.
lasers.
It's so cold there that whenever they bang on, like the stuff just freezes. Imagine just rolling. Imagine like just sitting there for like an après beer, and you just look over, and the Blue Man Group walks in on their little corporate getaway. I'd be so in.
It's just the one time they have to be. They're like off from their act, and Will's like, no, do your thing,
Dude, do it.
and they're just like,
Dude, there's a trash can right here.
Come on.
The beauty about those guys is if once they take their makeup off, no one knows who the hell they are. They just blend in with everybody else.
Just a bunch of bald dudes.
Just a bunch of bald, generic-looking white guys walking around.
Do you think that some of them have like caps that they wear to appear bald?
Ooh, maybe.
I probably would.
Maybe. So you can have some flow.
Yeah, and you also just, I mean, so much fame comes with being a part of the Blue Man Group that like you can't even go get a coffee without people being like, holy fuck.
Does anyone know the names of the Blue Man Group guys? No one.
No.
Yeah, Garrett, Ty,
Tanner.
Tanner, Jed.
How many are there?
Endless.
I thought there were like 3 or 4.
There's definitely a Xander in there.
Yeah.
If you see two bald dudes, perfectly bald dudes, walking together in Las Vegas, just assume that's Blue Man Group.
Their names are Matt, Phil, and Chris.
Okay.
there's only 3.
I guess so. I kind of,
Well, I thought like there was like 12.
Yeah,
I don't understand like why they wouldn't just train other people to be the like, to do performances that aren't by them.
Okay.
Like,
Fill
like
in
the
for-
move.
One of them has flow.
Huh.
The other 2 are very bald.
What if like Matt needs a sub? What do
Huh.
they like?
Matt gets COVID and he's
Yeah.
out for 3 weeks.
They call up like Ryan.
They've got a guy.
Blake.
They've got a guy.
Sounds about right.
They're just beating on shit all the time.
The more I look at like Blue Man Group stuff, the more I'm like, wait, should we have taken that dude up in
No,
Chicago and
dude.
gone to the Blue Man Group?
I bet it's one of the more enjoyable things.
Oh, I'm sure it's crazy entertaining.
I want to do mushrooms and go to a Blue Man Group show.
Well, we had that chance, didn't we?
I don't know if the guy that offered us tickets also had
Oh,
mushrooms.
he could have. That dude,
He had a connection
he
somewhere.
could get whatever we wanted. Shout out to that guy.
Ooh, Micah's read of the week just hit everyone's inbox. Get very
Yeah, I
excited.
saw it.
Yeah, I was hoping that I could get an email from Micah this morning that included a shirtless photo of Christian McCaffrey. Thanks for starting my Monday off like that.
Y'all weren't. No one here knows this. They weren't in the group text, but Dylan was like kind of being critical of Christian McCaffrey's like physique. You were like, dude, his pecs are kind of bitchy.
Dude, I did not say that. He's a hunk.
You were saying that you have better pecs than Christian.
I
McCaffrey.
did not say that. He's not blessed in the pec department. That's true. But he's still, I mean, that's a chiseled man.
So you're saying that you're more blessed than a world class athlete, Christian McCaffrey?
That's not at all
Who's
what
apparently
I'm
out
saying.
4 to 6 weeks.
Look, he doesn't have big pecs. It's not a
you
slight.
think you can outbench him?
Absolutely not.
Some guys just aren't
Absolutely.
pec guys, but they're still
Yeah, it's
like
fine.
extraordinarily strong.
Yeah, I understand all that. Yeah.
It didn't seem like you did based
Seems
on
like
your
you're
recent
critical of
comments. No, I'm not.
You're the one who brought it up.
No, I'm not.
I never did.
I've seen the group text.
Prove it.
Did Brooks Koepka
I'd
see these
never- I
photos
would
and
never.
just, like,
I'm granting you permission to screenshot and share with the world.
Well, I won't because it's a rule.
I feel like Brooks Koepka saw the photos of Christian McCaffrey just looking swollen. He was just like, "Fuck, my body issues just looking worse and worse as the time goes by."
I'm still just like
He's not feeling
flummoxed
great
by
today.
that situation.
Yeah,
He's not happy.
Did he just take a day off of Twitter yesterday of being a dickhead on Twitter?
You'd think he would have at least some kind of self-deprecating like acknowledgement of it. But no, to my knowledge, he has not posted anything.
Nope. He hasn't tweeted since the 14th.
I have notifications on for him, so
Keep him on.
I will.
God.
Do you see Rory said something too?
I saw Roy's comment. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
interesting.
Little like little bit of a backhand.
Yeah.
What did he say?
He basically said, paraphrasing, that with where the game is at currently, Bryson is taking advantage of it. For example, he might be referring to like the technology and the golf ball not being rolled back and being able to lock your arms out with the putter and everything. Like he says he's taking advantage of he's basically saying like he's not putting an asterisk on what Bryson's doing, but he's just saying that I don't know if he's alluding to an upcoming change in like what they can do with the golf ball.
He said something about the arm, the straight like locked arm putting.
Which I don't really
What?
understand.
Why does that matter?
It's not that's not like anchoring.
But does Bryson put the
Yeah.
Yeah, he anchors against his forearm.
Yeah.
Well, my theory is that his entire putting stroke is just a pop tricep out of his sleeve. So
I like
he just
that.
got full extension.
His putting stroke is pretty insufferable. Annoying. is
Effective
probably a better
yet
word.
insufferable.
Annoying's a better word.
It's not aesthetically pleasing.
He just looks like a boner.
Dude, I'm all in.
We're back
I
in
used to
on
be
him.
I used to be in on him as a bit, and now I'm like, wait, I actually do really enjoy just watching him just hit the piss out of the ball and win tournaments. This is fun.
So we posted the interview we did with him, like his rookie season, and he was really. I've said this a million times. He was very nice. Like
he was like
he
he
seemed
was
like
actually nice.
he would like some of the guys we interviewed. Definitely not Kelly Craft and definitely not Kevin Tway because they were fantastic. Some of the guys that we interviewed at that thing were kind of going through the motions. They were just there so they don't get fined. They had to be there. It was their first Players Championship. All the rookies had to go sit out there and deal, with douchebags like me. And Bryson was like very, very nice, genuine guy. Bo Hostler was great too. But so I kind of rooted for him. And then earlier in this year with some of the stuff, it was like, you're making it hard, buddy.
Bryson just gave us the time of day. I wouldn't say he was actually like overly nice to us. He just answered our questions and we moved on to the next
I know,
guy.
but like when you have like the small sample size, compared to some other people,
It could have
whose
been much
names-
worse. I'm just saying he wasn't like he was
You're right.
super engaging and like Bo was.
He didn't get mad when I called him low key thick. It's
no,
basically
the fact that he took that in stride and liked
Yeah.
the question said, I was like, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, can we touch briefly on just the sensitivity to air comment that he made? Did you watch that video?
no.
No.
There was a video that came out, and it was after Saturday's round, and Bryson decided to go to hit the. It may be after Fridays, I forget, but he decided to go hit the range after, and the guy interviewing him, which was clearly just from a phone, started talking to Bryson, and he was asking like what he was going to go work on, and he said he was going to work on his driver because he had an F that day. His driver received a grade of an F from Bryson himself, and then Bryson said there's a lot of different factors that go into it. One of them is just the sensitivity to air. And everyone's just like, what the fuck are
Yeah.
you talking about?
What?
Like, what?
What was sensitive to air?
Him. Imagine walking outside and being like, I don't know, man, the air's just not there today.
So he's just not getting enough oxygen.
It was cold. Was he referring to that?
I don't know. All he said was sensitivity to air, and then he ended up saying something else about how, what was it? How he perceives reality.
Okay.
There's certain things that go into it, like perception of reality. And then he said, like, he kind of brushed the guy off. He's like, it's a lot to explain.
Yeah, we get it.
It's like, oh, it's over your head.
You see that he's gonna test out a longer driver
Mm-hmm.
to see how long he can go.
Let's go.
48 inches, the
Let's
longest
fucking go.
longest allowed on tour.
I like the idea of his caddy just carrying it and like hitting people in the head with, like hitting people in the gallery with it.
I mean, it's not like he was playing at elevation. Like what?
He said next week I'm going to try a 48-inch driver. We're going to be messing with some head designs and do some amazing things with Cobra to make it feasible to hit these drives, maybe 360, 370, maybe even farther. I don't know.
Dude,
Okay.
no one's pulling pipe like that. No one's pulling pipe that hard.
48, Dave.
They gotta rein him in,
He's out of control.
dude. I will say this. Really excited to see him in Augusta. I don't think it's. I mean, it's not the same, right? But I'm very interested to see what he can do on some of those holes with as high and as far as he hits it.
It's gonna be awesome.
They don't want him winning.
No,
Augusta National does not want anything to do with him, right?
I don't think so.
Can you imagine his jacket? He puts it on and then like puts his shoulders forward and just rips Chris Farley.
To be fair to Bryson, it's probably an upgrade from Patrick Reed a couple years ago, though.
100%.
They're pretty much just acting like that never even happened. I heard they didn't even give him a locker. They're just like, nah, we don't want to hang out with you.
I did like your Bryson. Who was it? Your Bryson Masters dinner tweet?
as well.
Yeah, I
It
just
was
I just copy and
well
pasted
done.
his exact diet.
Well done.
Is that? I mean, all that stuff.
He
That's
makes
it.
everyone eat it.
4 eggs, 5 strips of bacon, toast, 2 Orgain protein shakes. His diet is so long that I couldn't fit the entire diet into the tweet. I had to delete like half of it. He drinks so many Orgain protein shakes that it's scary.
As a fan of Orgain protein shakes, I don't know if I like them enough to drink 2 with a meal. Sometimes I'll drink 2 in a day, but not with 1 meal.
He drinks over 6 a day.
That's very expensive, let me tell you.
Mhm.
He probably gets them free as they are a sponsor,
Yeah, you got to
Yeah.
think.
and as it's the only way that he can enjoy fajitas.
It's true. Does he sizzle with the The Orgain just dripped all over it.
They bring it out and there's not like a sizzle yet, and then they pour on the Orgain, and that's when the sizzle pops. And he's like, "All right,
God.
get your phones out."
Ugh. Can we talk about Stamps.com real quick?
Yes.
As we slowly adjust to our new normal, we still need to be smart about how we do business. Smart business is something that we're all a fan of. Business in general, honestly. I'll take dumb business too, but I think in this case we should be smart because we can save money. Luckily, there's Stamps.com to make things easier. Thousands of small business owners have discovered the benefits of Stamps.com in recent months. They've all been able to keep their businesses running and avoid the crowds at the post office, all from their own computers. With Stamps.com, you can print postage on demand and avoid going to the post office altogether. And you'll save money with discounted rates that you can't even get at the post office. Stamps.com also offers UPS services with discounts up to 62%. And no residential surcharges. I bet there's people out there that didn't even know that residential surcharges existed.
I didn't until I saw this copy.
You have to pay more to go to a residential address, and you have to pay to send it to a business, Dave.
How do they even? Why?
Sometimes it can be a lot of money. You got to save on that kind of stuff. But luckily, Stamps.com brings all the mailing and shipping services you need right to your computer in the comfort of your own home or office, whether you're a small business sending invoices, an online seller shipping out products, or just working from home and need to mail stuff. Stamps.com has it all handled with ease. Simply use your computer to print official U.S. postage 24/7 for any letter, any package, any class of mail, anywhere you want to send. Once your mail's ready, you just leave it in your leave it for your mail carrier, schedule a pickup, or you can just drop it in a mailbox. It's that simple. It's simple, guys.
Do it now. Get on it now. Send out your Halloween cards.
You also get 5 cents off every stamp. 5 cents.
Look, that adds up. If you're doing some shipping, let me tell you.
Oh, if you're shipping orders for stuff, we know.
Oh, yeah, inventory.
That shipping stuff can add up. Stamps.com is a no-brainer, saving you time and money. Right now, our listeners can get a special offer that includes a 4-week trial plus free postage and a digital scale without any long-term commitment. Just go to Stamps.com, click on the microphone at the top of the homepage, and type in circling back, no space. That's Stamps.com. Enter circling back. Again, no space between circling and back. And yeah, mash that microphone at the top of the thing. It'll do it for you. Hey, can we do something special real quick? Last night was the Emmys. We want to hear from our friends over at So Many Screens.
Hey guys, it's Cat Pat. But you guys know who I am.
Yeah, and I'm JR. You have no idea who I am. We have a pop culture podcast for Watch Media called So Many Screens that you definitely need to check out.
Every week, JR and I will be talking about what everyone should be talking about, like movies, TV shows, maybe even some music.
Make sure you check it out. The link to subscribe is in the show notes of today's episode of Circling Back.
Follow us on Instagram and Twitter at So Many Screens. Be sure to subscribe, rate, review, and definitely tell a friend.
Thanks, guys.
Major shouts.
Thank you.
Have we all been on?
Cat
You haven't
Pat.
been on yet, have you?
No.
Come on, dude.
No, I
Dylan
haven't
doesn't
done it.
watch TV.
Not much.
Don't you hate Cat Pat too?
Yeah.
Don't you have just like super beef with her?
She's just awful. No,
Y'all
come
watch-
on. I love Cat Pat.
Did y'all watch any of the Emmys last night?
Nope.
Come on, dude.
Dude, the sports, man. You
I
kidding
know.
me?
Well, the sports. What was last night?
It was New England, Seattle.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Very
I watched a
game.
little bit
Very
of that.
good
I watched a little bit of
It's
that.
close, man.
I wasn't really. I'm not invested. I'm trying to ignore the NFL. as
Came
much
down
as
to 1
possible.
yard.
Lakers, Nuggets, too.
I missed all
Lakers,
of it.
Nugs.
See, I was the dumbass watching Love Island and the Emmys.
There were some
That's
really
why I'm
good
not on a
games.
sports podcast.
Really good
No,
games.
it's okay.
You needed some volume shooting for Twitter for those two.
For what?
Did anybody go viral? I know y'all were both doing some kind of tweets. Did anybody
I
get
didn't.
it?
I didn't tweet too much because I was kind of going back and forth. Did you guys see the big winners?
Schitt's Creek.
Schitt's Creek cleaned up, apparently.
Does anyone in here watch Schitt's Creek?
No, but I'm intrigued.
My wife.
Yeah, my wife as well. Or sorry, my wife as well.
It's not. I have nothing against. It looks good. It checks all the boxes that a show I would like. I just haven't, for whatever reason, gotten into it.
For me, it's just one of those comedies where I've seen numerous episodes, but it doesn't do enough for me to care to watch more. So I just haven't been watching. But like my mom is obsessed with it. Sally's obsessed with it. It just makes sense. They won everything. Shout out to Dan Levy. He wore a dress last night.
Don't know who that is, but
Kilt vibes.
man.
It's Eugene's son.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Shouts to Eugene, man.
Whole fam took home hella Emmys last night.
Eugene Levy's a funny man.
Eugene Levy's son won as well.
Yeah.
Wait, is it his real son or his son in the show?
It's his real son.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, I might give it a shot. Fuck it. What is it streaming on?
All seasons except for the final season are streaming on Netflix, I believe.
Why not the final season?
I don't know. I saw people wondering last night what the deal was.
You gotta have consistency.
Shaking my head.
You can't go
man.
cross-platform like that.
Shaking my damn head.
You can't pivot.
You're telling me Letterkenny got snubbed last night?
Let me do a quick Control F to see if Letterkenny. No, I typed in letter and all it said was CNN newsletter. So
Did Yellowstone pick up anything last night?
No, they didn't even get nominated. I don't think, which is probably accurate. A show that we do like overall, Succession.
Were they the big loser on the night?
No.
Oh,
Jeremy
good.
Strong, Kendall won.
Heck yeah.
Love that. He was up against He was up against Brian Cox, also from Succession. Steve Carell morning show. Brett.
Great show.
We did have a morning show win last night, Brett.
Good. What was it for? Like, most money spent on a show ever?
It might be. Ted Lasso might be in there as well. I think any show owned by Apple right now is just going for the most expensive show ever.
You should be paid by Ted Lasso because you've sold me.
It's weird. I wanted to hate that show a lot because it's just based so much on soccer that it's like, okay, they're never going to be accurate. As it turns out, it doesn't really matter that they're not accurate with that stuff because that's not where it comes in.
Yeah.
But there's one time an episode where you're sitting there and you're like, am I about to cry to a Jason Sudeikis comedy on Apple TV right now? It's just emotional.
I'm gonna give it a shot.
It was all built on the Ted Lasso bit, right? There was like a Funny or Die skit.
Not only was it just based on that, they used pretty much the exact commercial or whatever it was that started it. They pretty much just used that for the opening press conference of the actual TV show too.
Ah.
But what I was saying, morning show, Billy Crudup won.
Oh, okay.
Which he deserved it. He was an absolute
for him.
psycho in that show.
Yes, absolutely fantastic character.
Yep. And then
That-
Dave,
that should be coming back pretty soon.
the final winners were from a show that I know you have a lot of admiration for, Ozark. You were pulling for them really hard.
Well, you told me that Ruth won, and by all accounts, she's been great. I thought, first season, I didn't think it was that believable. I didn't think her accent was that believable. I don't know. I've never been to the Ozarks. Whatever. Good for them. A lot of people like that show. I'm not one of them, but I tip my cap, even though I'm pretty sure Better Call Saul is a significantly better show. In fact, I know it is. Wow. And I can say that as someone who's never who stopped watching Ozark after season 1. So, thanks. Better Call Saul, they win anything?
They might have won something that's smaller, but they were nominated for Outstanding Drama Series, Supporting Actor in a Drama Series, and that's it.
The female lead in Better Call Saul is one of the best actors on TV.
It's a show I haven't seen.
Well, you know what, Dylan? Sometimes
Based on the fact that
Randy was doing something weird down here.
Breaking Bad is my favorite television series of all time, it seems like I should probably watch Better Call Saul.
You'll like it more than you like the Netflix movie.
Okay. I liked the movie. It was just completely unnecessary.
You just didn't need it.
Yeah.
I get it.
Why am I doing this?
Yeah, just gotta support Aaron Paul.
Saul Goodman.
Saul Goodman.
Saul good, man.
Is that why they named him that?
I think so.
Guess you'll have to watch and see.
Oh!
Is that discussed?
Watch the show.
I'm not going to. That's
I'm not gonna. I don't do spoilers. So
Okay.
It was a weird show. So did you guys see how they presented the trophies to the winners?
no.
Everyone that was up for an award, or most people that were up for an award, had a scenario inside of their home or somewhere that was COVID friendly, where they were hanging out with either just like their loved ones or the rest of the cast. And so all the people from Schitt's Creek were all together in this like kind of ballroom looking place. I feel like they got tipped off, like, hey guys, you're gonna clean up. Like
They rented out like a Marriott conference room.
that's literally what it looked like.
Yeah.
And so they would all just get their awards in their place of quarantine and do their speeches. But they had dudes in tuxedo hazmat suits show up to every single person's place with an Emmy and stand outside. And I'm worried I'm gonna mess his name up. Rami?
Rami Malek.
Yusef?
Yeah.
Yes. I've seen the premiere episode of that show, but I haven't actually watched the full first season. But he lost for Best Actor, and he took a video on Twitter of the guy outside just waving goodbye in his hazmat suit with the Emmy in his hand, just walking away.
They did it because they wanted us to do exactly what we're doing.
Exactly.
Talking about the ridiculous blow-up spacesuits that these people were standing outside their homes in.
But I hate to say this because it's always fun to rip on these like shows for sucking. They actually did a really good job with doing a remote presentation of all these
This
things.
is funny. Like
Yes.
they didn't have to do this. This was
No,
like part
no,
of the.
they
fun of
thought
the
about
show.
every detail that they needed to think about, and it makes sense because if you're going to be presenting awards for television, then you better knock that out of the fucking park.
They should have just hired Postmates and done like contactless delivery.
It's true.
You don't need somebody out there with a hazmat.
No, all you,
Like,
need is a phone that has iOS or Android.
COVID's a problem, big problem, major problem. You don't need the full hazmat. It's not Ebola.
Right. And you've got to think Pizza Hut or somebody would have paid big bucks to be the official delivery partner of the Emmys.
See, business bread over here.
See,
That
look,
brain's-
this is
that
why
brain's
did-
always churning.
Chill out.
See, don't cut that out because now the Emmys, they're going to hire Brett away for next year.
Good for Brett.
Brett, did you hear
Honestly,
what
you
soccer
should
team I
take that.
signed for you for the rest of the season?
The what?
Did you hear what soccer team I assigned to you on?
Ooh, no, I didn't.
You're officially a Leeds supporter
What the fuck am I a lead support?
because you fucking love Leeds, dude.
Ooh. Always
solid.
chasing them.
Let's go Leeds. What are they? Are they like the Bobcats?
No, they're just Leeds.
Just Leeds.
Will, I just pulled up a photo of the hazmat uniform. This is absurd.
It's funny. It's
It's funny.
actually funny.
They're doing comedy.
Yeah, they're doing comedy. It's good
Okay.
stuff.
I don't understand how Jimmy Kimmel is still doing the presentations for these things when I feel like people have been very hot and cold on him lately.
Dude, him and Fallon, everybody's in and out on them.
Whatever.
Yeah, I don't know.
Doesn't matter. Can we talk about the more important thing that's going on right now? The super pigs that are taking over.
I didn't know we were going to do this. I don't really like doing stories like this. It just scares me.
Because you're worried they're going to come to your house and just
David.
get all up in there.
Super pigs, Dylan.
It's a super pig, man.
So we know about feral hogs. This is something we're all familiar with, but this is from CNN. It says the U.S. wild pig population is soaring and rapidly multiplying, which experts describe as a ticking, quote, feral swine bomb.
This has been going on for a long time. I'm glad people are finally taking notice.
Well, it says, Dave, this didn't used to be as big of an issue, and I'll read why right now. There are roughly 9 million feral swine running rampant across the United States. The invasive species already costs the U.S. an estimated $2.5 billion each year in damages and control costs, according to the U.S. Department of Agriculture. As their numbers continue to rise, the damage will only get worse. I love the fact that the USDA's guy is just named Dale. And they interviewed Dale. It says, I've heard it referred to as a swirl fine. Sorry, I keep saying swirl fine.
It's okay, dude.
Feral
Run it
swine
back.
bomb. Per Dale, he said they multiply so rapidly they go to from 1,000 to 2,000. It's not a big deal, but if you've got 1 million, it doesn't take long to get to 4 million, then 8 million.
You got any swine?
Got any swine? Ryan Brook, a University of Saskatchewan biologist, is that in the
Ooh.
Banff area, Brett?
Oh, it's a little bit more east than Saskatoon. That kind of area.
Still a day trip.
Oh, yeah, likely.
He said that most of them are a mixture of domestic breeds and European wild boar.
Yeah, they have multiple litters per year, right? The females, they can have like 4 or 5, maybe even more than that. So it's like everybody.
Do they not get fined for that? Humans get fined when they do that.
Well, they mess with Texas on many levels.
Oh.
There are 1.5 million of these things in Texas.
Dude, anybody who's had a friend, I've got a friend, Dylan, here with the ranch, but friends growing up, everybody since like I can remember is always bitching about hogs at their
Yeah.
ranch. Everybody bitches about them.
We have a game cam set up, and it's there's Hog City on there, man.
Why don't we do a hog hunt?
We can do a hog hunt.
Can we do it from a
You can't-
chopper?
You can't eat them though, can you?
You can eat some
Yeah, you
of them.
can.
I'll take some bacon off the back.
Ooh.
You can definitely eat them.
Bombs out the back.
And they're good. Some of them are really good.
This is pork.
I've been hog hunting on my ranch a couple of times, and I didn't see anything. But my stepbrothers and my brother-in-law and my stepdad have killed numerous.
They're quite elusive.
Are they? Are they nocturnal?
They hide very well, creek beds and whatnot, I believe.
They do step out at night. They're not nocturnal.
Okay.
So you've never seen one?
Yeah, I have.
Well, whenever I was
But
going to say,
when
whenever
I
it
was
comes up,
hunting-
you're always like, "I'll show you a hog," and I'm
Each-
like, "What?"
Dude, stop. Each time I've hunted for them, I haven't seen them, but I saw about 30 to 50 of them, like literally 30 to 50 of them. Just
I think I know what
running
your
across
problem
the
is.
field.
Every time I've been hunting with you, you always pull out your phone and play Despacito real loud. Like, dude, you're going to scare the fucking animals.
I kind of feel bad for the dude that sent the original feral hog tweet because like it's turning out to be just like the most accurate representation of what's going on.
And they travel in packs like that.
yeah, like this
a big
guy,
group of
this
them.
guy got so wronged by the internet, and
He
like it
did.
turns out like, hey, dude, you're actually incredibly correct.
Yeah.
I mean, like,
It's more about the use of deadly force with an automatic rifle. Right?
Yeah,
That was
yeah,
more
I mean,
if you run into on foot 30 to
His
50,
actions were.
you're gonna be in trouble.
Yeah.
And it doesn't even have to be 30 to 50. If you run into like a hog and you're face to face and you're squared up to a hog, I mean, we've all been there. It's not good. It's not
A
ideal.
lot of people use assault rifles to hunt them, though.
You get
I-
gored.
They're not automatics. They're
I would.
semis. But
If you there's a hog problem, you take them out as you need to.
yeah,
If I see 30 to 50 hogs, I'm pulling out the Thule and letting it sing.
you gotta let it sing. The choppa.
Little lullaby.
God, I was letting the choppa sing on y'all's asses the other day, man. Playing
the fuck
GoldenEye.
Shut up.
Dude, I was just pumping you full of rounds.
It's like the first time that's like the first kill I've seen you get on Twitch.
Dude, stop.
Dude, no, he's won like so many solos.
I have. Actually, now's the time to say this. We have been twitching every Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday around 12:15. We were a little early on last Friday because we had a tea time and your boy wanted to get some Tony Hawk done. But at 300 subs, Dave's going to host an Xbox PGA 2K21 tournament with the backers.
I'm really looking forward to that.
Wish it wasn't just on Xbox. God, go multi-platform 2K21. Figure it out.
I wonder how that works, Randy. Randy doesn't know. We'll figure something. We're going to figure it out. If you
Figure it
can
out,
figure
Randy.
out the controls for the other games, you could figure out.
Can we just host one on PS4 and we can just have like and just have the combined scores? Seems like that would work.
You know what Randy brought in this morning? He brought in
A hog?
like Scotch tape and a marker. He's gonna label shit on the Twitch so we can do it without him, since we're old and out of touch and don't know how to work technology.
It almost seems like offensive to me.
I came.
Like
no,
he's
it-
like, I'll spell it out for you.
While
Yes.
it might be
Yes,
offensive,
but-
it's needed.
It's absolutely necessary.
I came in here to record Scaries on Friday, and when I realized that I was done and I had a little extra time, I texted Randy, and I was like, hey, you coming in? And then I was like, oh, I'm just going to kill some time before Randy gets in a half hour and play some Xbox. Couldn't even figure out how to get it on the screen.
Same.
So I
yeah.
just sat there just like bumping around on
I'm
my
glad
phone.
you did that because I was unable to Twitch Friday.
He's explained it to me a couple times, and it's just in one ear and out the other. I'm lost.
Oh, it's like Brett and I were talking about how you can change the new icons on iOS 14,
Mm-hmm.
and like I don't know how to fucking do that. There's no way I'm going to learn how to
No
do that.
clue.
I'm not going to be doing proprietary icons. Actually, if we did some circling back icons, that'd be dope.
Yeah, but how do you make them? I don't know.
I don't know. This seems like something Randy could figure out.
Dark web.
Also, hogs tear up golf courses.
They tear up everything, man.
Because they hunt for like grubs and shit like that. Is that what it is?
Yeah, they just tear up fairways, man. I
They
guess
tear
it's-
up the ground.
I don't know if it's grubs or not. But
Let's go hog hunting.
yeah, do you remember that woman? We did this story like last year. Maybe it was like 5 years ago. Who knows? That woman who got killed outside of her house by a hog.
Mm-hmm.
Just gored her and then they ate her.
Yeah, it's so
Ugh.
depressing.
Oh yeah.
They'll eat whatever.
Yikes.
Dude, I might be scared of them. Like if I come face to face with one, I don't want that smoke. Unless I had something.
I think they will run from you unless they feel like they're threatened.
Okay.
Dude, these
Kinda
hogs
one
are
of
just
those.
trying to feast.
You absolutely don't want the smoke.
No.
At a minimum, they're gonna charge you, and if you're not quick, they're gonna like flip you, bust your legs up, probably tear an ACL. Next thing you know, you're out for the season.
Like half the NFL.
Topical.
Yeah.
Fantasy team's fucked.
They will eat anything, man.
Is it time for Dave's fantasy moment?
Yeah. We're fucked. That's all I got.
McCaffrey will be back. Don't worry.
I know. I'm putting up record numbers right now this week. I'm at
Numbies?
172 points.
Everything's coming up Dave right now.
Yeah,
Minus the McCaffrey injury, which you know what, man, it's fun.
Dave, that's literally the only thing that's gone wrong for you.
Cowboys?
Everything is coming up Dave right now.
Anniversary,
We
kid,
could not have
mustache,
a more different sports weekend between you and I.
stars, Cowboys.
Just look, man. We got a big one tonight. I'm hoping we
Bryson?
can continue. Bryson, I'm not taking credit for.
No, you
Well-
get credit for Bryson.
Do I? Yeah. Oh, thanks. Yeah, fine. There's a Dallas Connect-ish.
I'm just going to give you
some-
credit for stuff because everything's coming up Dave, so it's easier.
I
You
should-
like smoked something badass this weekend too, or no?
No, I didn't.
Come on, dude.
Oh.
No, I didn't.
What size did you get at the steakhouse? Did those come up, Dave?
Went with the potato. It was like was it gratin?
They've got a very tasty au gratin.
And then I did the cream spinach.
Mm.
It was fantastic.
Did you dabble with the martini cart?
They're not doing it, but I did get martinis. I
Okay.
did 2 Kettle One martinis.
Was my theory correct regarding the martini cart? Was that they're
COVID
friendly?
Absolutely.
Yeah, makes sense.
I was bummed.
Does that mean tableside everything's just kind of out right now?
Yeah, which is why I don't order guacamole, as it's the only way I can enjoy fajitas.
It's true.
We got some fajitas off on Friday, though, didn't we?
Oh, we did.
Oh, my gosh.
Boys were
We
eating.
still have leftovers at our house.
Dylan's dumbass left his out all night.
Like I said, I was a little intoxicated. I brought my fajitas home and set them on the counter and discovered them in the same spot the next morning.
Did you eat them?
I sure did. I sure did. Yeah, they were very good. I didn't get sick, so
They say it can take 3 days. No, I'm kidding.
that's fine.
I think you're
Are you
good.
down with the sickness?
Oh, yeah. Man, none of us have done an Earth, Wind, and Fire reference yet. I'm really proud of us.
Not gonna
Really?
lie, I went to a wedding last year on the 21st of September, and I was a little bummed to find out that they didn't get Earth, Wind, and Fire to play at the wedding.
Do you remember?
I really thought that it was gonna be a surprise, and all of a sudden Earth, Wind,
bet
and Fire
you
were gonna
could
come
get
out. So
them.
I was on high alert all night, just like, where are they?
They're in play.
They did get a yacht rock band, which completely rendered wanting Earth, Wind, and Fire like throw it out the window. Give me the yacht rock band. They gave us all like nice hats and stuff. It was actually the same wedding that we decided. That's when we were like, oh, getting married here would be dope. And so what do? We got married there.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Hey, can we talk about a sponsor real quick that I'm becoming more and more of a big fan of? Features, baby.
Ooh. Wearing
Small-
them right now.
Small changes in your life can make a huge difference. For example, upgrading your sports equipment or changing your posture for an exercise. What if I told you that changing your socks could make a huge difference in your daily walks while hitting the links? Well, that's where Features come in. We've all gotten some of these in the mail. Big
Oh, yeah.
fans of them. Runners worldwide have made Features their sock of choice, and now you can get the same benefits, especially tailored for the golf course. Their elite golf sock keeps the feet cool, dry, and blister-free while providing a custom-like fit that won't bunch or slip during your backswing. Features has engineered a sock that has targeted compression, anatomical design, and moisture-wicking material for unsurpassed performance. This is a sponsor that I like so much that like I don't even want to go through them to get more socks. I almost just might buy some online.
Really?
They've got some pairs that, I mean, I'm wearing these every single day. When I'm active, putting on some Features.
Golf
Big
course,
fan.
it's my go-to sock on the golf course.
Dude, they've been great.
They breathe very well.
They've been great. They've got some thinner ones that I've been using on the Pelly lately, and they're my favorite socks far and away.
They've got these gray crew socks with a blue stripe and a red stripe.
That's what I'm talking about,
Oh,
Dylan.
That's a
There's
good
goat
look.
socks right there.
It's kind of
They're-
vintage
they're
looking.
so
Red
sharp.
beer.
They're
I bought
so
some new
sharp.
sneakers the other day, and on the other side of the display for the sneakers, they had a bunch of Features, and I was like, oh, I'm going to go dumb. But I'm going to do it using our code. Features helps you achieve your best every day, now on the golf course, too. Like we said, the targeted compression hugs the arch of your foot, keeping the socks in place. Dave, I didn't notice your socks bunching at all the other day.
There's no bunching from me. You ever see me bunching, you know I'm not wearing Features.
Wow.
They don't bunch, man.
They also have a lifetime guarantee. They're so durable and long-lasting that if you're unsatisfied at any point, they'll give you a replacement pair, no questions asked. And they're a family-owned business. Shout out to Hugh Gaither, who founded the company in 2002. Now his sons John and Joe own the company and operate it in North Carolina. Big fan of the Carolinas over here. Shout out Asheville.
Great
Oh.
weather day in Carolina right now.
How do you know that?
Somebody screenshotted it on the Reddit. It's like 59 and sunny.
Ooh, that's perfect.
Ooh, we got to do a meetup in Carolina.
Borderline crisp.
North Carolina.
That is crisp.
Features socks will change how you feel about socks forever, and you can get $10 off your first pair of Features when you use the code CirclingBack at features.com. That's FEETURES.com. Like, get it? Features.
Ah.
Yeah. FEETURES.com. Promo code CirclingBack for $10 off your first pair of Features. Go check out the ones that Dylan and I were talking about. Those are currently my
Yeah.
favorite socks that I have.
I saw someone else, some jabroni at the gym wearing them too.
He wasn't a jabroni. He was probably tight because he was
He's
wearing
probably a
Features,
nice
dude.
guy.
You know what? That's fair.
I actually wore some yesterday just around. I just wanted to stunt, so I just started wearing them around the house.
Okay. Go off,
I
dude.
know. Hey, can we do some breast breaking news?
Hey, real quick, here's a fun tweet by Cal Porter of CBS. The next two majors are both at Augusta National.
Yeah, I saw that last night when you tweeted it.
Damn.
Dumbass.
I don't follow that guy.
That was me.
He looks like my friend Jordan. It's funny. From this little picture. Anyway, go
Just,
ahead.
just to Jordan. Well, Will, as a matter of fact, I do have some breaking news.
That's
Glad
huge.
I'm glad you asked.
Yep.
Dylan, it's a little choose your own adventure here.
Okay.
Dave, would you like to go NHL, milk wars,
Milk wars.
or banking scandals?
Oh.
Let's go milk, dog.
Let's go milk. Keep it light.
I don't know if you've heard.
Keep it skim.
Slim is... Slim? I just call it Slim.
Slim milk.
Skim Milk.
Slim.
Skim milk is back? What?
Skim milk is on the rocks. Oat milk,
Oh, really?
Like a
oat
white
milk,
Russian.
Ooh,
and,
I like that.
and plant-based other milk alternatives. Well, Dylan, they've gone from a $1.8 billion industry in 2014 to another 2.6.
Yeah. There's no surprise there.
U.S. milk in general has gone from 16 billion in 2014 to 12
We're talking dairy.
Yeah, we're talking
Yeah.
dairy.
That's tough, man. I bet a big part of dairy is whey protein.
People say self-diagnosed lactose intolerance appears to be on the rise,
Yeah.
Oh, get out of town. with
according to
that.
Bloomberg.
Hold on, what?
Self-diagnosed lactose intolerant people.
Oh my god. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Shut up.
It makes my tummy hurt.
Makes my
tummy hurt.
If someone self-diagnoses, I'm
Sorry.
just out. Yeah.
There's some people who can't have gluten. I get
Bloomberg
it.
does say most of the world's adult population struggles to digest the lactose in milk, though.
You know what? As a kid who grew up drinking a lot of milk, been through this. In my later years, I found that I noticeably had like stomach issues with milk. Maybe it's something I just became more of a pea. I'm just not a tough guy. Everybody knows I've had some gut biome issues. I don't know.
Well,
I'm an oat milk guy now, though.
they're saying that the profit margins on milk products such as cheese, butter, infant formula, and yogurt are through the roof. It's just the milk that's going downhill because more dollars are being pumped into milk alternatives.
Cheese ain't going away.
No, sir. No, sir.
But
So-
it really is hard to beat just a nice cold glass of dairy milk.
Yeah.
It really is hard to beat.
Just
I
saying,
love
if you're
milks.
looking for an investment opportunity, Dylan, milk is not the spot.
Don't pump it into
No, don't pump
Oak
skip.
Farms, whatever.
Nope.
Dylan-
Oat Farms, yeah.
No milk will ever be our milk. Just want you to know that.
He's doing Billy Madison, folks. He sure is.
Will you hear about Deutsche Bank?
No.
Turns out they were just the banking partner of terrorists, money launderers, and the like, specifically out of their Moscow office.
Dave,
It's not
any
a good
comment
look.
on this, Moscow?
If you look into the history of Deutsche Bank, you will not be surprised.
Didn't
I
they just-
recommend a podcast, Grubstakers. I've recommended their Epstein pods. Check out Grubstakers' expose on Deutsche Bank.
Turns out they what they were doing was they audited their Moscow office, and audited pretty much sounds like they took the managers of that bank out to dinner and said, "What are you up to?" And they're like, "Nothing." Cool. Solid audit they did over there. Now $10 billion is turned up in to be dirty money.
Also,
Dirty money.
also doing money for running Epstein's money.
Yeah.
Just a fun fact there.
Deutsche Bank's got a colorful past.
That's what it
in,
sounds like.
NHL news, Dave. You know Game 2's tonight, right?
I'm trying to stay calm.
Well, let this get your heart rate going. The Bare Naked Ladies
Okay.
will perform the U.S. and Canadian national anthems ahead of Game 2 tonight.
That's
What?
exciting.
It's not exciting.
Why,
Dude,
dude?
they're good, man.
How far can you get into the Canadian national anthem?
I can't even get
Do you know
into
the
it.
first words to it?
Is it O Canada?
Mhm.
Okay.
We stand on guard for thee.
That's the last words.
Right, but it still works. I
If
like
you've never
it. It's a
belted
great
that
anthem.
at a hockey game in the Upper Peninsula, you need to do it at least once in your life.
When I'm listening to the national anthem, I always yell stars, even when I'm at home in my living room.
That's solid. Do you guys yell red?
No.
That
No,
would be
we respect the anthem.
Wow.
Yeah, but hey, Bare Naked Ladies are making a comeback tonight. The NHL might lead the leads in worst musical entertainment. Do you remember Green Day was like they were like, "Oh, we got Green Day for the 2019
Dude,
season."
Give me
they're
Green
doing what
Day
they
over Bare
can. They're
Naked
doing what they
Ladies.
can. They don't. I don't think the NHL has the budget of these other leagues that are getting like actual people.
If they could get like 1994 Green Day, I would be in on that. Just doing like the
Do you have
Dookie
the
album
time?
in 30 minutes.
What if they got Fergie to do the national anthem?
Really
Fergie
good.
Ferg.
I'm sure it'd be really good.
Fergalicious?
Talking about the Duchess of York.
She didn't do a very good job.
I feel bad for her still for that.
The remixes that came out of that, with the meshed in with the Warriors reacting to it, it's just amazing.
Remember the Carl Lewis national anthem?
Very bad.
How much do you think
And the
Fergie's worth?
Rockets. Raglan.
$41 million.
I'm gonna say 19 million.
Any guess, Brett?
Who's it again?
Fergie. Fergalicious.
Oh,
Lovely lady
Uh,
lumps.
72.
45 million.
Sheesh.
Not bad.
She's doing good. Good for her.
Mm-hmm.
So now I don't feel bad that she bombed on the national anthem.
No,
She's
she
doing
just
okay.
she probably went back to her giant ass house in L.A. and just chilled there.
Where?
L.A.
LA.
Los Angeles.
Yeah, she took the far off hive down to Sunset and then did that. Blah, blah, blah.
Let's go to Bill in El Segundo. It's my Jim Rome.
I want to go to Nobu right now, but like getting down to Malibu is just like terrible with this traffic.
Have you been to MTN, Dylan?
I hate what's going
It's
on
not out
right
at
now.
Kinney.
Show us your feral hog, dude. All right, let's get out of here.
What's
Weird
wrong with
ending.
you?
Oh yeah, spooky season tomorrow. We forgot to do the. Hey, let's do something that no one's doing. Let's do our official business programming notes at the end of the podcast.
Spooky.
Go follow Circling Back Pod. We don't really need your follow anymore since we have 10K. We're good.
The homie and I are in charge of Halloween decorations for the studio.
Yeah.
And we are excited.
Is he
for
going to be in the
for
building
task.
tomorrow?
He will be here tomorrow.
All right. Well, I'm not going to go as spooky as I wanted to go. Now that I know that, I just don't
Well,
want.
he'll
I don't
be in the
wanna-
other room.
Yeah, but you know how it is with spooky.
He gets scared.
We're going to spook it up in here.
Also, go leave a review and 5-star rating. There's currently our most recent reviews are debating how to spell the word swipe. So yeah, just go leave a review and weigh in on that. That'd be great. Every Tuesday and Friday. Patreon tomorrow. The main event of the year for Patreon. Spooky season. Spooky at washmedia.com.
You guys got any schwaps? I think I like just SHW. Schwab.
I think that's right, but my inclination is to do SCHW for some reason. I don't really know why.
But like schedule is a hard k sound.
Yeah, but
in it.
you're a schedule guy.
I'm not a schedule guy. I don't know. I like SH.
Check your schedule. Check your
You guys
schedule.
got
James.
any schedules? That's bad. We got to get out of here.
And like we said, twitch.tv/watchmedia. We're on the road to 300 subs. Once we get there, Dave will do an Xbox PGA 2K21 tournament with the backers. That's it. That's all. Let's get spooky tomorrow.
Bye.